Mastering inversion in conditional sentences. Hello, English learners. Today, we'll dive into an interesting and important aspect of English grammar: inversion in conditional sentences. Inversion might sound complicated, but don't worry, we'll break it down together in an easy and understandable way. Inversion in conditionals is when we switch the usual subject-verb order in a sentence. This often happens in formal or literary English, and it's a great way to make your writing or speaking sound more advanced. An example of this would be, "Had I known, I would have acted differently." Here, had, the auxiliary verb, comes before I, the subject, which is unusual in English. The trick to understanding inversion in conditionals is to remember that it usually happens with negative adverbials or with auxiliary verbs at the beginning of the sentence. Examples of negative adverbials include words and phrases like hardly, rarely, never, no sooner, etc. Examples: hardly had I arrived when the train left. No sooner had we sat down than the meeting began. Now, it's time to practice. 1. Fill in the blanks. Complete the following sentences with your own ideas to practice inversion. A. No sooner, blank, than, blank. B. Rarely, blank. C. Had I, blank, I would have, blank. 2. Rewrite the sentences. Rewrite the following sentences using inversion. A. I had hardly arrived when the train left. B. We had no sooner sat down than the meeting began. C. I would have acted differently if I had known. 3. Create your own sentences. Try to create your own sentences using inversion. Remember, practice makes perfect. Finally, some quick tips to help you master inversion in conditionals. Remember that inversion usually comes with negative adverbials or at the beginning of the sentence. Practice. Use the exercises above and create your own examples. Read. Spot inversion in books, newspapers, or other sources of formal English. And there you have it. An overview of inversion in conditional sentences. It might seem challenging at first, but keep practicing and it will soon become second nature. Thank you for joining me on this English learning journey, and remember, keep practicing. Until our next lesson, happy learning!